Hiya folks, this is part 2 in our Citroen Picasso Grand C4 issue we're having with this car. If you haven't seen part 1, I'll leave a link up there in the card and you can check that out, and also I'll leave a link at the end of the video as well. Today we're going to be taking the advice of many people in the comment section who seem to think that this could be a block DPF, diesel particulate filter, and as a result of that we're going to remove it from the vehicle and we're going to clean it manually. So that's what we're going to do in this video. See you in a minute. Right, if you're like us, we've had a look on YouTube and we found loads and loads of videos on the Citroen Picasso C4 and also the Peugeot motor cars world that uses the same engine and DPF setup, and there's various ways which people have cleaned the DPF. A lot of them we haven't been able to understand, or a lot of bad camera work. We're hoping to cure all that in this video and provide you with an in-depth, concise, easily explained video on how to take out your own DPF and clean it using a DPF cleaner. We've actually sourced this one here, and don't forget we're in Cyprus at the moment. This is a GAT, which is German Automotive Technology, and it's a DPF cleaning liquid. There's a litre of it in there. So with this product, I've read the instructions, and what you basically do is you take your DPF out, you obviously plug one side of it. You can mix this to a 3-to-1 mix. This is 1 litre, so it makes up to 4-to-1 complete mix, which you want to fill up your DPF filter with. Obviously, the more it's clogged up, the neater you have it. So we haven't taken it out yet, so we don't know the full capacity. And what we'll do, we'll basically introduce that into the DPF. You leave it for 8 to 10 hours to do its work, and then you basically flush it out with clean water. We're going to use a jet washer with that, and also hot water as well. And hopefully we'll see the results of the particulate filter being flushed out as well. You then put it back on your vehicle, run it for about 15 minutes to get rid of all the excess water that may be still in there, and hey presto, that should be the job. We're hoping to see an improvement. As I say, failing that, the other issue, as I say, what people are saying that the possible problem with this car is, if you've watched part 1 of this video, is the fuse box tends to play up on this car. So we'll do this first. It's a very interesting video to be able to do this and having a video that's clearly explaining how to do that, which I hope this video does. And first thing Ben's doing is taking the under tray off. We're just going to raise the vehicle a little bit, and we'll show you now exactly where the DPF sits on these Citroen Grand Picasso C4s. This one is a 2009 for the record.
Right, gents, I'm going to take you under to show you the exact position where the DPF filter actually lies.
So we're going under the front of the car now, right at the front. We have got it jacked up, as you can see. We've got it just standing on a couple of axle stands down here. Right, so coming under the front of the car, and hopefully just behind this front bulkhead here where the radiator is, this is the actual location of the DPF. So we've got to undo this clamp here, this U-clamp here, and also there's one further up behind this heat shield here. So that involves loosening these Torx bits off around this outer cover. We haven't got to remove that totally. And as I say, we just loosen this off. We'll pull this cover forward, and that should reveal, I don't know how far up, it might be around here somewhere, another one of these type of clamps, which we'll undo. And then this DPF should drop out of the bottom, and then this is the part we actually clean there. So we're going to undo these clamps now, get these Torx bits undone here, and then we'll take you to the next stage where we're actually removing the DPF. Right, okay then, so what we've actually done here is we've taken off this, it was a T27 bolt here, we've taken off one this side, one the other side there. There was one halfway up, Ben, wasn't there, back up here just, somewhere?
Yeah, just above your finger, just there.
There was one just above there, and also the one on the top.
There's 3 removed on top.
3 he's taken out 3 on top as well, and that's allowed us, if you just see there, to pull open this, and as you can see, there's the clamp now for the top clamp for the DPF there. It looks like a 13mm there, to be honest with you. So we're going to need to undo that now. If I just pull that back, as you can see, that's the clamp there. So we're going to undo that clamp now. We're going to undo this one here. This is the sensor part tube for the pressure sensor from this side of the DPF, which we'll have to undo as well. Let's just crack that nut. And we're going to lubricate these first with some WD-40 first of all, and hopefully crack that and just ease that out so we can take this tube out. Okay, I've managed to crack this nut. Ben's given me the smallest spanner he could find, as you can see there. So we've loosened it. We did lubricate it first, as you can see, with some WD. So we'll just undo this. Oh, I think that's out. Right, okay, that's out there now. So that's the thread out of there. Let's undo this exhaust nut here. Right, so this is a 16mm, this one.
There you go, baby.
And it's a deep socket. So let's undo this clamp here.
Mermaids.
There we go. Let's prise that clamp open. Right, okay, so that's that off, little clip off there. Take that bolt out from the centre. We should just be able to spread that open now.
Pain in the back, so getting that, isn't it?
Yeah.
There you go, it's coming. That's off.
There you go. Right, okay, so that's that ring off. So we're going to do the 13mm on the side here now. That should be the last thing that's holding it on. Just up there, we'll get a socket on there, undo this, and then we should be able to pull the DPF down. Right, so there's the nut. Ben's going to try and undo it now with a 13mm. Let's get the socket on there.
Take a while.
Yeah, there you go. Now he's cooking on gas. Look at that.
Going.
I mean, that's probably, as I say, that's the most awkward bit, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Right, okay, so we're going to try and pull it down now. We don't know how easy that's going to be. Maybe stick a screwdriver in that, try and stick it in that, no, in there, like in that joint there to separate that, because that's sort of beveled, isn't it? That's it.
Right, yeah.
You know? But once you separate that, because that might be going into the exhaust, maybe you can put, that's better. So pull that out of the way. See, that was in there, you see, that's got a flange on it, and you like a flange, don't you?
I do like a flange. I like the word flange.
Right, now that should hopefully give us a bit more.
It there, though, isn't it, actually?
Hey, there's soot in there, look. Yeah, it doesn't help that we've still got the whole exhaust, which is still a little bit hot for us, really, to be honest with you. So we're making it a little bit harder for ourselves here. Hopefully you'll let the car cool down. Right, so you've taken that clamp right out there, or loosen it right off. So now try and give it a lever out, Ben.
Twist it.
Ah, there we go.
Twist it.
Twist it and twist it back on itself. Now go back the other way. That's it. Backwards and forward. Look at the soot coming out of that. Look at the soot dropping out of that, Ben.
Is there quite a bit coming out, isn't there?
Yeah. Right, so we've actually pulled these out a little bit more, and them little metal clips underneath, we'll try and show you. We spread them with a screwdriver. Now, it's just now obviously just dropping down, as you can see, like this.
There
look.
we go. That's coming now.
So you've, right, be careful. Don't want nothing in your eyes. Oh, it's quite a long baby, isn't it? Right, we're going to take this right out now. Bear with us. Let's have a little look at there.
It's hot on certain
Oh, it's hot, isn't it? It's hot, look. Right, let's get it out, Ben. Oh. Go on, lift it out then. Let's get into the light so we can see what we're dealing with. Let's bring it out to the garden. Well, that was a bit of a drama, but we got there in the end.
We did.
Now, as you can probably see here, this thing looks really caked. That's only the surface of it, I know, but it does look really, really caked. So what we're going to do now, obviously, is go through the cleaning cycle. There's the bottom end of it. That's totally charcoaled up as well, as you can probably see. And that is the DPF.
Heavy, that, I see.
You've got a bit of dirt on your face, Ben. Right, so we're just going to have a little clean up of the area because it's covered in soot, believe it or not. And we're then going to create our, what's that, probably about 2 to 3 litres, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we'll plug this end up, plug it up, and then we'll fill it up and we'll put that in there. We've got to leave that cleaning fluid in there for 8 to 10 hours, it says, doesn't it, specifically. But we'll see how we go. So when we come back to you after we've done that, we might be in totally different clothes, Ben.
We might be, yeah, we might be actually. It might be a completely different
So let me just show them underneath, them clips that were holding it in. Still filming, Ben. Oh, is that your toenail? Put your toenail back. Right, so this is the thing that was causing us a little bit of an issue there. This ring there, the clamp, as you can see, is still on there. So it was just a matter of loosening it off enough. We had to prise these open, some of these around here with a screwdriver. So that might have paid you, but just take the other bolt out of this side halfway up so you can pull this fully back, and that way you can easily put it back in. So we'll be sorting that out as well. And what's that?
I don't know.
You just found a little ring there. Well, we can sort that out. That's not a problem. I think that was as you push it in there. Yeah, I think that as you push it in. Yeah. We'll have a double check on that, but I think that's not a problem anyway. We'll sort that out. No. So that's it. That's the DPF of our Citroen C4 Grand Picasso, and we're now going to start cleaning it. Right, okay then. So we're out here now in the garden, and we've got our DPF filter. And we've plugged up the ends, as you can probably see. We've done it with sellotape, that's all we had. We've made do with what we've got, and also some rubber plugs in there. So they're all taped up. We put it in a container and stood it facing upright, as you can see there. So as I mentioned before, this is the DPF cleaning fluid that we've got. We're going to mix it to a 3:1 ratio. So Ben's measuring out 3 litres of water, and then we'll pour this into that and mix it all in, and then pour it into the DPF. So, right, we're just going to try and fill this up now. Might have to go slow, Ben. And hopefully it ain't leaking out the other end. Yeah, it's all going in all right, isn't it? It don't look like it's coming out. That's only a bit of foam bubbles it's creating. Might be easier to pour slower in the jug, mightn't it? Yeah, let's just do this gently. See? Up there for thinking, down there for dancing. There we go.
Work it, baby.
Shame we can't just tip that up a little bit to make it straighter. Can we do that? Wedge something under that.
It was straight.
Yeah, I mean, wedge something under that plant pot so it just stands up like that sort of thing.
It was straight there before you messed about it.
Oh, it's my fault, is it? Yeah. Find something, Ben. Just wedge that spoon. Yeah, get a best cooking spoon and wedge it underneath there. That's perfect. Look at that. That's what we wanted.
Up there for thinking.
There we go. We just pour that in there, look. And it isn't leaking out, so our seal's working perfectly, Ben.
Yeah, I don't think it is. I can't. If it is, it's at a very slow rate.
Yeah, well, in which case we can just top it up afterwards.
Yeah.
Because there's loads of fine channels. It has to work its way through the DPF, doesn't it?
Aye.
You know what I mean, Ben? What's that wedged in there? Look, in that gap.
Oh, you could have told me that.
Oh, I did say that, Ben. We're using all the kitchen implements, look. That's perfect. Lovely, that's it. Beautiful. Right, finish off with another.
I'll need them for cooking in a bit, so I'll leave them there.
Yeah, I won't be having tea with you tonight, Ben. After I've seen what you do with your cooking implements.
That's pretty much there, I think, isn't it?
Don't look far off it, does it? Once the bubbles subside, we'll see whether or not it's full. It's right at the top there, isn't it?
That is brimming.
And it's not coming out. Looking in the container, Ben, I can't see it leaking out anywhere.
No, I can't. Just you're pouring at the start.
So we've got a drop left over. That's 4 litres altogether. This is taken. So there's 3.5 litres it's taken, isn't it?
3.6.
Yeah, that's taken 3.5 litres, that DPF. So a litre of this fluid, if you can get it in the UK, I don't know. We're in Cyprus at the moment. This is German automotive technology, as I said to you.
GAT
sure. DPF cleaning fluid. But what I will do, I'll leave a link in the description. If I can find a link to this chemical, I'll put a link in the description for that. But if not, Wins do one as well, which I know you can get in the UK, probably in places like Halford, or probably on Amazon or on eBay, something like that. But I'll leave the links in the description below the video if you're interested in purchasing this sort of fluid and you want to do this sort of procedure. Anyway, we're going to leave that now between sort of 8 to 10 hours, and we'll come back to you when it's time to empty this out, clean it out. We're going to do a couple of additional things. We're going to flush it out with cold water as they recommend. We're also going to pour hot water into it as well. Hopefully that will bring out some of the extra stuff. With a jet washer, we're going to put some jet washing power through it, Ben, aren't we?
Yep, we are. And
then we're going to possibly blow it out with an air gun down the local petrol station or something like that. We'll see you a little bit later on, probably between 8 and 10 hours. But obviously, to you, it's going to be like this. And there we go, over 10 hours has passed. So here we are now. It's actually the next day, believe it or not. So let's have a little look at it. Right, we have topped this up a couple of times in the past. This is the state of the stuff that's come out of it. Can you see at the bottom there, look? All the soot that's in the bottom. Look at that, look, look.
Oh, yeah,
look at the thickness in there. Look at that residue there, look, Ben.
Yeah,
and also some we've taken out in there. Now, don't forget, we haven't done anything else apart from just top it up, empty this out and top it up again. So we're now going to take this out. We're going to, well, you can do that, Ben. You tip it upside down. Just tip it upside down. We're just going to empty it out first of all into the same container. Because what we're going to do now is give this a good blast through now with the jet wash. Now look at that. Hold it up a little bit higher, Ben, when you're shaking it. Look at that. Look, all that stuff coming out this way. Look. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that coming out of there. Look.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you can see that. Look.
Oh yeah.
That stuff looks like it's done its job, isn't it?
It does. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Right. Well, we're just going to cut this end off now.
Held overnight, anyway.
Yeah, overnight it held. So we're happy with that. Right, so tip it out the other way then, see what comes out of that now. Probably nearly all out now anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. Right, okay, yeah, so you can see how dirty, and you can see running down the side there, look. That's soot and ash coming out of there, look at that, look. You can see the soot, well, in fact, let's take the liquid out of there, look. I'll just get rid of it, you can see it flowing out as well, look, in the liquid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, look at that, look. Wow,
that's just the top up.
That's just the top-up jug, yeah, look at that, look how thick that is, Ben. Look.
Why?
So that's pulled out quite a bit. And you imagine in that liquid, what? Oh, the plugs. He's left the plug still in there. We put the plug. That's why it didn't come out, look. Unbelievable. That's it. Right, try to tip it out again, see what comes out now.
See if we got anything. No.
Oh no, it was all that anyway.
Yeah.
Right, so what we're going to do now, we're going to jet wash this. Look at that residue there, yeah. Right, let's give that a jet frost foot. Oh yeah. Wow, yeah, there's all foam coming out of that. Look at that. God, that's really blasted some crap out, Ben.
It is.
That's the thing now, see, it's all loosened, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, shall we turn that? Shall we lift it out of that bucket?
Yeah, let's have a look. Look at all that.
Yeah, look at all the dirt that's come out of there, look. So we'll lift it out of that bucket and we just see the state of that before we turn it over. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that, look. Now you can't say that that hasn't done its job. Look at that, look. Right, okay, we've given it a good jet through now, but we're going to just pour some hot water down it. Just to see if we got anything coming out of it. Anything more. The water's coming out pretty clean there, as you can see. And I'm quite happy with that, Ben.
Yeah.
That's looking mighty fine.
Nice and clean,
yeah, look how clean that's coming out now, look. Again, we've been blasting this through both directions. And it's got quicker and quicker, the flow, so it just shows you that even more bubbles coming out now, Ben. So that's hot water's obviously doing something.
We'll get another load, actually.
Yeah, we'll give it another jet wash from either side, and we'll see what that looks like then. But the flow's definitely a lot more now, isn't it, coming out?
Oh yeah.
Right, go on then, Jen. go on then, Jen. Give it another blast, Ben. Yeah, that helped that hot water, look.
There's more stuff coming out.
Well, it's more soapy suds coming out now.
I reckon I'll get some more water down there.
Yeah?
You reckon?
Yeah, I think so. Look, it's coming out a bit darker, Ben, actually. Yeah, so it has done something. That's it, apart from when you try to blast me. Hey, so that hot water's helped as well. Isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. It's coming out a bit blacker again, isn't it?
Yeah, look at that. Look, it's even pulled some more out. So the hot water seems like the way to go as well. Maybe do that 2 or 3 times.
I'll get a big jug of boiling water.
Yeah. Well, while you're doing that then, I'll have another jet from the other side. Because what we've done, as I say, we just turned it onto its side then, like that. Oh, I feel that hotness. Yeah. And then I jetted in from there, like that. And then there we go. And basically backfeed it. And as you can see, the flow's starting to increase there as well over the actual matrix as well. So we never had that before, so it's definitely increasing in flow as well. So yeah, that's definitely working. And I think the hot water's definitely helped as well, although that was just what we've come up with. That's not what was in the instructions at all. Right, okay, so we're just going to, this is just a cleaning fluid that we got out. We just want to put this through a bag and just see if we can strain it a little bit. Don't know if it's going to work or not. How much is in that bucket, Ben? Let's have a look.
It wasn't a lot.
A little bit in there,
yeah.
But we're hoping to see the thing, we've got the foam in there as well.
Yeah.
We just want to see if there's any residue caught in the actual cleaning liquid before we poured it out. Yeah, move it about a bit. Oh, there's quite. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Let's move it about a bit. Can't get the bubble. Yeah, you can't actually see that properly, but not unless she's.
Not.
Yeah, well, I'm going to stick my finger in there, Ben.
Oh, whoa.
Oh yeah, that is loads of black soot that's in there. That's only what. Oh yeah, it's thick there. Look. God, you can't see it, but it's really thick there. So that's what we've just caught in the cleaning liquid without any pressure washing. No doubt we've pushed it all through there now. And since the last time we saw you, we've done about probably 20 minutes jet washing through that end, turn it over, go through that end, turn it back through that way. And then we poured hot water in there as well, through the top part. And now, as you can probably see, just coming out there, it's actually running clean now. Now, we was going to take it down and blow it out with compressed air, but we're just going to let it dry off naturally in the sun. And I think when we put it back on the car, that will blow out in no time. So we're not going to bother going down the garage and putting compressed air through it. It's draining out naturally now. And so we got a couple of things to do inside now. And namely, it just clean the sensors and the probes that are already in there. So let's go inside now before we put the DPF back in and just clean them probes out. Right, so oh, hello.
Hello.
So we're both under the car again. Let's have a little look up there. Now, as you can see at the top there, There's always that don't look too bad, does it?
No.
I thought it was covered in soot.
Doesn't
That little
look that
probe
bad.
sticking out the side up there. We were just going to give that a wipe over, but I think we will just give it a little wipe over.
Just have a little look at my fingers.
Yeah, get your finger up there, Ben. Is it dirty?
Not
No, it's not really nothing on it, is there?
Inside that
So that's the probe we was going to clean. You normally take that from the outside, but we're happy with that, to be honest with you. See that pipe there that goes into the side of our DPF, and there's another one. If you can just shine the light up the side there, Ben. You see that other socket, that other one there, that other tube there. They both go up to the DPF pressure sensor, and that's what will tell whether or not your DPF is blocked by the sensor. So wherever them two pipes go up at the top of the engine bay, there will be a sensor there with two hoses probably plugged into it, and that sensor will have an electrical connection, and that will measure the differential pressure between the input of the DPF, or the pre-filter side, and this second pipe here that comes down here after the DPF. That measures the pressure before and after the DPF, and that's what normally indicates that you've got a blocked DPF filter. So anyway, what we're going to do now, we're going to put the DPF back in and connect it back up. I don't really think we need to show you that. It's only doing the reverse of what we've done. But if you do this, you might benefit in just loosening off the other clip, which we didn't do.
Yeah, it's at the top end, isn't it?
At the top end up this side here, which you can't see from down here, but we've got it off with that just by sort of levering it out, as you saw in the video, and that's just the access really where you got to get there. So yeah, it's okay, it's not bad access, as you saw. We done it all right. We're going to get that in now, and we'll come back to you after we put it in. We ain't going to really show you that because it's a little bit awkward holding it and filming it at the same time. The big sealing ring goes with the chamfer facing upwards. Lift it up.
What, the actual thing?
Yeah, right, so you got it. I ain't got no weight, Ben.
Okay.
So let me just try and guide it in first of all. Right, okay, that's the way it's going to go. So literally, you just pull that out of the way, the side of the pipe. So we're just going to push that up. There we go, Ben. So now it all lines up. Has that got to go in there, Ben? There we go. So that's in there like that. I'm just going to put my hand under and hold that while Ben just we just have a little wiggle. Right, so you're going to try and manhandle that clamp in there. Be a bit awkward to do this on your own, or don't forget we're on the deck here when we're doing this. Normally, hopefully, if you was doing this, you'd have a hoist where you can get it up in the air. Is it worth just clamping that exhaust one on there first to get that one tipped over?
This is the pain in the backside one.
If you hold the top one on like that and stick a screwdriver through the hole there.
Oh, there you go, it's on.
Right, that was a bit of a pig to get on, folks, but just to let you know, we got it on. So we're going to put that clamp on there now. Just hold that in place. Where's the bolt for that bit?
Yeah, I'll go and grab that now.
That was a bit of a pig, that, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. We said that when we took it off.
Yeah, that was your big problem there, folks, getting that back on. Wind it up, Benjamin.
Easy.
Ah, it's pulling in nicely now, isn't it? You happy with it? There we go, just tightening this little one up now. We've still got to do the main one, which is the big one.
Yeah.
We'll probably find out how to do the big one up first. After we've done all this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right, that one's in. Right, so now it's just a clamp there.
Yeah. So that was 13, wasn't it?
Alright, you got that there?
No, I'll go and go.
It'd be nice if you could do something for a change. I've been in and out from the bottom of this cart about 10 times. There you go, I've wedged that up there, look.
You little beauty.
That's about that.
That's going to take some time. What is that?
Yeah, well, it's the way, that's life, isn't it, Ben?
It is.
So wedging out with a hammer has made all the difference. It's freed up our hands, isn't it?
It has, yeah.
See, I think of things like that,
You
Ben.
do, don't you? You are quite good at
Ingenious.
that. No, we won't go that far.
This is the last part of the job, apart from putting the outside bolts back on.
That's it, isn't it?
Hey, are you getting a good throw on it
I
now?
am now, yeah. Managed to move it around a bit. Look at that.
Clamp thy up, Ben. You're nearly there now, aren't you? I'd have thought.
Yeah.
You don't want the clamp to snap.
No, I don't want to
That'd be in all sorts of trouble.
put a lead.
Is that alright? That's solid as a rock.
Solid as a rock.
McFadden and Whitehead. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? It's only a
Two
clamp,
more.
that.
One.
Snap.
Snap. Yeah, crack.
Right, just put these bolts in around here now, folks. We've got two 3 to do down here and 3 on the top, isn't there?
Yeah.
Right, wait there, let's go and get them for you.
So there's 3 at the bottom, is it?
I thought there's 3 in the bottom. 1 halfway up on your side.
Oh yeah, I get it from the top, that one, didn't I?
No, I've done it from the bottom.
Yeah, I've got one here.
Right, that's that one bent. Where's the other one?
Just there.
Right, that's that one. Right, where's the other one?
Don't know.
Oh, it's under that, yeah.
Yeah, it's over above that.
Yeah, it's under that valve thing.
Yeah.
Don't need to be under here now.
You got the under tray to fit, yeah?
No, you have. You've got the under tray to fit. Right, so these are the other 3 bolts. Where are they, Ben? What you just put in there?
1, 2, 3.
Yep. Oh, he's dropped that on the floor. I can't believe it.
I did that last time.
You just like being down on the floor. And the other one was just under there, wasn't it?
Yeah. Do you want to show him the pane in the back?
Just under there. What's the other one?
The one that we didn't take out
Where is it, Ben?
is, you can see it, right down there.
Down in there somewhere. Right, so yeah, that's it. So basically, these 3 screws now on the top. Just going to put the last one in now. So that's the heat shield back bolted up. And all that leaves now for us to do, or for Ben to do, is to put the under tray on. Yeah. Right, okay, so what I suggested we do is to actually start the car up so that we can check for leaks for one, and also just let it run for a bit, because I think we're going to have to burn off some of that water or fluid that's still in there. So it might smoke a bit at the back. We'll have a look at that anyway. So let's start her up, Ben. Clean, clean. Nothing yet. No. No, nice and clean at the moment, Ben. Yeah. Yeah. We'll take it off the axle stands. We'll just check underneath for leaks, Ben. Do you want to just slide under while it's running?
Oh.
Because I can't get down that low, you see.
No, no, no.
Just to make sure we've got no leaks. We've got no warning lights up or anything.
No, no, that's one bit.
Any sign of any blowing?
No.
Right, okay. We're going to put the bottom tray on now, and then we'll take it for a drive round. Right, we're all back together now. We'll put the under tray back on, taking it off the jacks. We're now going to take it for a little spin round, see how it goes. Yeah, what's the temperature at the moment? Yeah, it's 30 degrees already. Can you see that? 30 degrees already. Where's my watch? I took my watch off. What's the time, Ben? And it's 9:34 in the morning. So we're going out again. It was a little bit tricky. If you was doing it on your own, it'd be a little bit tricky.
It would, yeah, it'd be a pain.
And because we was doing it on our back, made it a lot harder as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But it is possible to do it from home. And you saw the amount of crap we got come out of this. Yeah, we didn't have really no specialist tooling. All we had was a T25 and a T27
Yeah,
Torx bit, a 13mm socket, a 16mm socket, and a 19mm socket.
And a 10 for the under tray.
And a 10mm for the under tray, to take the under tray off.
Yeah.
So that's all the tools we really had. Trolley jack, axle stands. So we'll give it a little bit of a run now, as I say, just to give it a good test and blow that extra fluid out or water that's left. Does it feel more responsive, Ben?
It does actually, it does.
Because this was always a very sluggish car.
It always used to have a little bit of a lag.
I tell you what, that lag ain't there anymore.
No, it's not, because they used to slow it down, you put your foot on the accelerator.
Yeah, it always had a bit of a lag. That's more peaky.
It is, yeah. I am
Yeah.
quite impressed with that.
For years, I've said to him, there's something wrong with this. It's not quite right. It always, when I've drove it, you come out of a junction, for example,
Let's test it here.
and yeah, well, we're coming out for a junction now, and let's see what happens, Ben. This is when it would always be sluggish. I felt that straight away.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
I felt that straight away. This is actually, this could have been like this for ages.
Could have been,
Yeah.
I'd say it was a mobility car beforehand, so that
Yeah.
short journeys.
Yeah, the people who had the car before, obviously, come from mobility, because they would have probably been doing short journeys to shops or whatever. And it could have clogged up. Although it's only done 70,000 miles, which ain't bad for a 2009 car.
Yeah, could have a little bit
It
more.
always felt sluggish to me, and I've always said that. And he said it was because it's probably a 1600, but that's responsive.
Yeah, it is. I give you that. It does feel.
That is more responsive. I think that's done a blinking good job.
Doing it on the accelerator.
Yeah.
It's pulling every time I push down.
Well, that's an improvement anyway. So even if it doesn't cure the actual fault you've got with the sporadic warning lights and the cutting out that's been doing, or that's been coming up with, what was the name of that filter code? Anti-pollution filter, which a lot of people said points to the DPF, which is what we've now actually just cleaned. I do urge you to go and look at the foot. Oh, that's a lot of power.
It is,
That's a lot more peaky. It threw me back in my seat pen.
It's a beast.
It's a 1600 beast. So that has definitely made a difference, cleaning the DPF. I don't know how much a new DPF for one of these would cost. I don't know how much it would cost for you to take it for a garage. And even if they'd done a forced regeneration DPF clean, I don't think you can't beat actually seeing what comes out
getting a good clean like
and what we've actually done there, as opposed to it just burning off ash.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think we're happy with this. There may be a part 3. This is the last day of our holiday, by the way, so I couldn't let it go without finally trying this. We had to get this done. And if we do still have the same fault as we had in the first episode of this problem, which is the fuse box, which we took out and cleaned, all the terminals, the next stage is either taking the fuse box out or getting a replacement. And you're probably talking about getting a replacement.
I think so, yeah. If I'm going to keep the car, I might as well.
So we'll leave that here for now, and hope you've enjoyed this little video. Hope you can see that it's not such an ogre cleaning a DPF. Definitely on one of these anyway.
No, it's nice easy.
And we'll see you in the next video, and until then, bye for now.